Can we play sliding in the hollow? Bark Kit mewed. I want to go to the hunting stones, Shrew Kit insisted. He scraped up a pawful of snow and flung it at Bark Kit. The wind snatched the flakes and tossed them back into his whiskers. As he sneezed, Bark Kit purred with amusement. Wow, you're scary. I'll show you. Shrew Kit hurled himself at his brother and sent him rolling over the grass. Tall Kit backed away as their dark brown pelts scuffed in the snow. It must be fun to have a litter mate to play fight with. If only Finch Kit hadn't died. Shrew Kit leapt free from his brother's grip. Look at Tall Kit, he teased. He's blinking like he just opened his eyes. Tall Kit bristled. I'm nearly half a moon old, and Sangor said I opened my eyes quicker than any kit in the nursery. He glared at his dead mates. I'm just not used to the snow. I don't understand. Shrewclaw blinked as Tall Tail reached him. How can you leave? We trained together. I thought I'd always have you to hunt alongside. Tall Tail shrugged. Hunt with someone else. He met Shrewclaw's gaze, surprised to find it darkening with sadness. I thought you'd be glad to see Wormcat leave. I'm sorry. Shrewclaw's ear twitched. I was only ever teasing. It's more fun teasing than being teased, Tall Tail commented. He pushed away his bitterness and lifted his chin. But that's not why I'm leaving. There's something I have to do, and I can't do it here. Four trees! His heart soared. Come on! Talltail streaked down the slope. This territory belongs to all the clans. He suddenly felt more at ease than he had for moons. The ground familiar beneath his paws as he raced into the clearing between the oaks. He circled it, staring in delight at the towering trees. The claws in his belly seemed to uncurl and release him. His paws felt light. Those trees are gigantic! Jake stood in the center of the hollow, staring wide-eyed into the branches. Then he looked around. Which way is WindClan territory? Talltail nodded at the far slope. Jake bounded towards it. Come on! Talltail raced after him, leaping up past shriveled clumps of fern. Jake stopped at the top and gazed across the moor. Why did you ever want to leave? He whispered. The heather rocked in the blustery wind, the wide swaths of grass streaming around it. Talltail couldn't reply. The border was only tail lengths away. The scent of it seemed to reach deep into his chest. I left because I don't belong here. But the words rang hollow in his ears. As the sense of wind and heather filled his nose, he felt a sense of belonging stronger than he ever felt. Cloudrunner had passed by this way recently, and Dawnstripe. He could smell their trail. Larksplash, too. Talltail's heart began to race. I can't go home. He stared in panic at Jake. They won't want me. I broke the warrior code when I left my clan. They'll drive me away again. Are you sure? Jake padded around him, pelt ruffled by the wind. You won't know unless you go back. Talltail closed his eyes. Was the wind tugging him into the moor, or was it the pull of home? His heart ached to see the camp again. And Palebird. Had the kits grown? They must have. They'd be eating fresh kill by now. Perhaps he wouldn't be too late to give them their first taste of lapwing. This is your home, Talltail. Jake's breath touched his ear. His green eyes glistened. This is where you belong. Listen to your heart. Longing seared in his chest. I know, Talltail whispered. Jake touched Talltail's cheek with his muzzle. I'll miss you. Talltail gasped. Don't go! Come with me! Come and meet my clan! Jake stepped back. This is where you belong. Not me. His mew was hardly more than a whisper. My home is with my housefolk. He'll be wondering where I am. Will I ever see you again? Jake glanced over his shoulder toward the far horizon. Who knows? Maybe? Hope flared in Talltail's chest. Become a warrior. You'd be great. You learned how to hunt so quickly, and you can fight foxes. Jake dropped his gaze. No, Talltail. I wouldn't be happy. You wouldn't be happy with me? Pain stabbed Talltail's heart. Jake lifted his eyes. I can't live as a warrior. He looked away, his mew crackling. But I'll always remember you. You've shown me a life I've always dreamed about. But now I know where I truly belong. Then I'll come with you and live in Two-Leg Place. Talltail wanted to do anything to stop the pain in his heart. Don't be rabbit-brained. Jake's eyes flashed. You hate it there. You'd be so unhappy. He paused, his tone softening. I'd hate for you to be unhappy. Then why are you leaving? Talltail pleaded. You're the best friend I've ever had. I'll always be your friend, Talltail. But I'm a kitty pet, and you're a warrior. He stepped forward and rested his muzzle on Talltail's head. You'll always be a warrior.